Yeah, I think so. I was waiting for this to make sure.
Mine doesn't show yet.
Hello, everybody. It's a minute early because why not? I just get bored sitting here, and then we get all our computery stuff ready, and then we're like so situated, and then we're like, well, hey, whatever. Anyways, so I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my quilting life. Today is Sunday, so Sunday where we will continue from Sunday before the Sunday.
Sunday before the Sunday.
Because
Okay.
last Sunday I was supposed to work on this project, but ended up helping my daughter because she was here to visit and we were sewing together. So technically, today is part 2 of the Sunday before Sunday ago. Anyways, let's see who is all here. We've got, no, I got this. We got Betty, Joyce, Deborah, Judy, Nancy, Robin, Jacqueline, Melinda, Rhonda, Mackenzie, Polly, Shirley, Paula, Terry, Glenda, Agnes, Lori, So Terry, Blanche. That's a cool name, Blanche. Let's see, Grace, Andrea, Tracy, Agnes. And then you guys were talking for a bit. Where were we? Deborah, Geraldine, Tamala, Beverly, Mary, Linda, another Linda, Lorraine, Catherine, Renee, Paula, Donna, another Linda, Sharon, Geraldine, and so many more. And if I didn't say your name, hello, welcome. Did you see if the thing works, Scotty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good. Then I can just turn this off then. We had to make sure that the chat bot works because like every week, if you don't open it, it closes and it signs you out and then the whole thing doesn't work. So we had to bring my computer in to make sure that things were working to plan. All right, so there's that. Let's just place this thing over here. All right. So if you don't remember, last week, well, yesterday was Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day, everybody. And if okay, yep. You should have reminded me first because I would have forgotten. Anyways, I've been talking. Tomorrow I'm not going to have a vlog. Tomorrow's Monday. There'll be no vlog because I have had a busy week. Busy. But there are pictures on the community tab on my YouTube channel, the ones I'm allowed to share here on YouTube because it's such a bigger community and it reaches so many more people. I only was allowed to share specific pictures, nobody else's family, just ours, the ones that have been on camera here in my life. So if you haven't seen the wedding photos, just downgrade this screen, put it down, go over to the community tab while you're on my page and go see those wedding photos because Damon is absolutely adorable and Gabby, just the cutest little thing. She is so adorable. The adorable couple had a beautiful wedding, more than I expected. I was actually expecting like just a church, blah, 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 go in, that kind of thing. Instead, they had this big screen that said Damon and Gabriella and all this fancy stuff and a little arch thing. And they were up on a stage. And oh, it was so beautiful, guys. And I even walked my son down the aisle. Look at that. Anyway, so there was Thumper, by the way. Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. So again, just drop down the video. You're on my main page, right? And then you just go to community and it's right there. If you tap on the photos, it actually reveals the whole photo in full. You guys can see those photos. So, and a lot of comments came through that I did great on the dress. I did not make the whole dress. I altered the whole dress. So we changed the bottom and all sorts of stuff on it because it was kind of bland and boring and basic. So we made it a princess dress. So just, I want to clarify that for those that are curious. I did not spend however long it would take to make a wedding dress. I don't know because I've never made one and I don't ever plan to because taking the one apart to fix things drove me nuts. So I will never make a wedding dress because that's just too much work and I won't do that. But I'll alter it if I can as best as possible. So let's see what else happened this week other than the wedding. Alexa finished her skirt. Well, I finished Alexa's skirt for her.
Yeah.
She made the panels, and then you guys saw last week on Sunday's video. She made the panels, and I quilted them because I don't know if you guys know this. Most people call it a summer quilt, where it's just a backing fabric and a quilt top. No batting in between, no flannel in between, no nothing in between, just those two layers. Quilting that is the most disastrous. I highly do not recommend it. It makes a mess, it puckers, it doesn't sew right, even with a walking foot. It's just the hardest thing. Just put some batting in it and call it a day. A thin batting even will help this problem, but it's like sewing a summer quilt. And honestly, I'll never do it again because I don't sew summer quilts. I put batting in my quilts. Oh, yeah. So sewing that was a hassle and she couldn't do it. So I just went ahead and quilted both the front and the back layer of the quilt or the skirt, the quilted skirt. And then she just drew up on a piece of paper what it's supposed actually not a piece of paper, a whiteboard, what it's supposed to look like. And I said, oh, I could do that. And I sewed it all together for her, and then we fitted it to her, and we made a video. So if you guys haven't checked out that short, it's on the shorts tab on my page. It's the first video. But if you're watching this as a replay, you never know. It might not be the first video anymore. But right now, it's the first video, and it's Alexa dancing around in her Renaissance skirt, quilted skirt that we made. It's like a maid skirt from back way then, like a
Renaissance style.
Yeah, like Renaissance style maid skirt because the front flap. First, you take the back flap and you tie it around the front of the waist, and then you take the front flap and you tie it around the back of the waist, and it has two large pockets, and it's completely open on the sides until it's tied. So it actually worked out perfect. It was really easy to make, and in the future, hopefully soon, I will be making another one so that I can show you guys how to do it. But right now, I really do not want to sew or quilt, I should say, 2 layers of fabric without batting in it. And I don't want to put batting in them because they are heavy. This skirt came out really heavy, surprisingly. So it's a lot to wear. So if you go to Renaissance fairs, you'll be warm if it's a wintertime fair because she will be warm. It's a lot of skirt. So is that it on updates?
What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday. What did we do yesterday? Oh, we went to a baby shower yesterday. That was fun. Never been to I've been to guy-girl baby showers, but never one as huge as we went to for our neighbors. You guys have met my neighbor Josie a time or two before. She has come in here. Yeah. And we went to her baby shower because she's having a baby that's due next month. So super cute. They're having a girl. Yay. Can't wait to meet the baby. Other than that, it's been a busy week. Alexa left on Friday to go back on her plane on Saturday. She spent the day in Vegas with her sister and her girlfriend and Justin. So they had fun in Vegas. All right. So you guys remember these blocks? Last week I just sewed the last side on all my pieces, and I really didn't do much because I was working with Alexa. But the week before, you guys pretty much got the gist of things. Now it is time to put these on the design wall behind me. And we're going to lay it out so that we know how we want it, because I don't want really to have 2 same colors next to each other. So I don't want 2 pieces like this right next to each other. So we're going to try to avoid that by putting it on the design wall, which is just temporary. It's batting stuck to the wall temporarily until I get myself the flannel. I was either going to use flannel or felt. I think I want to use felt, though, because I think it will stick better. But anyways, that'll happen in the future. Just not right now. Right now, it's a batting wall. So let's remove this so that we can hang up the quilt pieces. And instead of me getting on the floor, because I'm realizing more and more with my hip not being proper, that I cannot get on the floor very well. All right, we're going to start with this guy. We're going to do 6 across. I don't know how that's going to land, but we're going to start with one of those, and then we'll do one of these. Let's choose one that has 2 different colors in it. We'll do one of these, 2. You probably can't see all the way up there, but let's find one with blue. That's green. Oh. 3. And then we're on one of these. Okay. 4. Oh, this should fit 6 perfectly.
That looks really cool.
One of these. Do the red. Nope, not red. Let's do blue. 5. And one more. We'll do one of these. 6, we'll do a green one. So 6 across. Oh, I don't really want that. We'll move some around, obviously. Now I'm going to go to the next row and start with one of these. We're having them. I should rotate these to be this way. Opposite side. Put that on the bottom and that on the top. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to rotate a lot. We'll put this one here instead. We're going to create a bunch of different shapes. Oops, that's not going to go there. That will go here. Like this. And then one of these will also go here. That's a lot of red right there, but we'll, again, move things around. Yep, once we could see it all, we will be able to fully move things where we want them. One of these with green. That'll work better. Well, we're going to just create these weird shapes. Laying them out. Just laying them out. Get it out. Then put it together. These. And then the next row will be the opposite direction again. So it'll start with one of these. And go back to the top again. One of these. Back to the top again. Oh, that's a lot of green right there. Let's put this one in. That way we don't have to move too many around when we go to put them together. This one there. And sorry if you guys hear the sound of my floor mat that I walk on. It makes farting sounds. That's very funny. Funny to me, at least. Wait, this one went wrong. It goes this way. Okay, I get what I'm doing now. Then one of these. Top and side. Right? That, and this. Top and side. Let's do another row. What do we start with? This one. This is not supposed to be an hourglass right here. This is supposed to be this. And if we don't like it, obviously, we can lay it out again. Now it starts with an hourglass, which we're going this way. We're just making stuff up as we go. And then you guys can say, ooh, that looks great. Or I could say, ooh, that does not look great. We could put them all in the same direction. And we're hourglass. And then we're at one of these. And then we're again at an hourglass. And then we're one of these. Back to the top again, like that. And then we're on an hourglass. And then one of these. Oops, wrong way. This way. And then one of these. And one of these. This is fun. I like standing to do this. This is so much better. And then this. Oh, that's a lot of green right there, too. Put that there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more row. Oh, I'm going to look at it again because I think it needs to be moved around. There's another idea I have. We'll just lay it like this first. This. Then this. And then this. And one more of these. That. Now we're going to move the camera and step back and look at the whole thing in a whole. Come up. There we go. Let's look at the whole thing in whole, like that. Honestly, I don't like it. I need to do something different. I'm going to try something different. Let's move this out of the way. Grab one of these right here. No, we don't want blue. Hold on. We're going to play a game here. Let's see if I can make something really cool out of this. Put that there. Move this. Turn this. I want 4 different colors right there. Let's grab one of these. No, that's not a different color. Blue with red in the middle. That works. And then another one right here, right there. Perfect. So like 4 of those together. Aha, I think I got an idea. I'm going to do 4 of these together. Like this. Oops. Let's go this way. Then this way. This will work. And this way. Nope, I don't want the red. I want a different color right here. So this one. And then, not that one. Let's choose this one. Nope, that has a green on it. This one, no. Hold on. Blue. That'll work right there. 4 of those. And then let's do it again with these ones. Ooh, this might work. I don't want it next to red, though. That's next to red. There we go. Let's do this one. 1. Oh, nope. Hold on. Right here. 1. Not red. Not red. Give me another one that's not red. This one. Not red. Nope, that's got green. I don't have very many options here. This will work right there. 2. I need 2 more. Let's put a green one here. That. And then not that one. Let's go with not that one. This one. Perfect. What do you think about that? Yeah? All right, so this one would be these guys. This. So many things you can do with all this.
I like it. It looks very good.
Oops, hold on. We want one that's not red. That's blue. Not red right there. And this.
I like what you're doing.
And then
Pretty.
this one right here. Ta-da. Now for these guys again. Well, let's put this one here. Oh, nope. This one right here. One. Nope, we're doing the square one. One with the square in it. Where's the square in it? Don't want that one. We want this one. How about this one? No. That puts too many of those right there. No. Yes. Well, again, that puts too many of those right there. Oops, that's the wrong type of block. I'm dropping some on the floor over here too while I'm at it, so let's just pick those up. There, and one more right here. Oh, look at that. None of those match. Now for 4 of these. Not the blue. Let's go with the red. What do you guys think so far? I like this style. Nope, no 2 reds. Blue, this one. How about this one? That's got red. How about this one? That's got red. Nope, that's blue. Perfect. There. No.
What about the ones on the table? You're not using those?
I'm going to use, when I start swapping them out, you know, because I'm attempting to, that's too blue. Hold on. That'll go right there. And then one more. No. No. Yes. Okay. That one there. Now let's do it again. Five, six. Okay. So now we're working on these ones again.
Any of those with their six?
Yeah. So we will have one this way.
You can sit down in the chair.
This way. This way. And nope, that's red. Nope, that's the wrong block. That's red. Here's blue with a green. That works. Okay, then there's that one. Now let's do these blocks again. Don't want that. Oh yeah, that can go there. So 1, 2. Three. Let's get that 4th one in there. That works. Right there, look at that. And 4. And then back to these guys. I'm going to lay it right here on the desk first. Make sure, since that way. 3 and 4. Will that work? No, not that one. Let's move it around. Put this one there. Nope. And yep. Now let's make sure this matches right here.
Nope, yep, and yep. I like how you said that.
Put it there. And that one would be this one. Yeah. Hold on, hold on. It doesn't work that way. It makes it all blue across that line. We don't want that. And that makes that all red, and I didn't want that. This is all I have left. And that makes it all green on that line. I guess whatever I do is not going to matter. Whatever. Right here. And right here. I like this. Let's step back and take a look. I'm looking in the monitor.
Doesn't look as bright.
Doesn't look as bright. Oh yeah, on the monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, on my screen, it's not as bright. If they could see it in person, it is really bright. Beautiful.
Yeah, in person it's very bright. I could swap this one. Let's see. Swap this one with this one. Oh, that puts two blues right here. Swap that one. Nope, that puts two of those right there. Hold on. Put this one right there. And this one. Nope, that puts a whole line of blue again. This one just puts a corner of green. And there's already a couple places where the colors touch. Right?
The top two have a straight red bar.
Yeah, right here. Let's get rid of this one. Hold on. I know what to do.
I'm still looking at it.
Let's put this one right here. Oh, then I have a straight green right there. This guy right here. Well, that mismatches that up at least, but now I got to worry
you
about
got the
that
line of green there. Yeah. So one way to say. Second in on the left.
Hold on, let's try to find one that doesn't have that green right there. Put the red. And then swap this one with this one. No, because then I have a line of blue now. And I have two blue right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have very many choices here, my friends. Hold on, let's see. Blue and green. Nope, no matter what I do, that one's going to be blue. Let's put this one. Nope, that'll be green. Hold on, gotta look at it. No green. No blue. How about this one?
Your very top left one has no green.
There we go. Oh, nope, that's green.
Your very top left one has no green. Very top, straight in front of you.
This one?
Yeah, that has no green at all.
Yeah, but this is not the.
I know.
This block.
This thing has no green.
Nope.
You went a block with no green.
Nope.
There's only one. Every block
In there.
has green.
Green. That is green. That gives it a blue line. That gives it a blue square. That gives it a red corner. That gives it way too much green there. Way too much. Oh, yeah.
Take it back to how it originally was. I forgot how it originally was.
This is so hard to do, guys. Didn't realize that. Let's just put that there. Let's put this red and blue one up there. Are these opposite? No. No. No matter what I do, that one's going to be. It's green or blue, my friends. Can't do nothing about that. So I move that down one, which puts all green right there. Just put one more in and see. That's all green left, except for this one. This one has green on the side and blue across the top. That's not going to work. Oy, let's trade it around with something else. Red. How about this one? Right. No, no, no. Yes. There we go. Now I got to get rid of the blue line across the top. Let's trade this around with a different one, which would be, I want that one. This one will work right here. No, it won't. Hold on. Put that back. Boy, this is such a hard decision here. No, that puts all blue right there. But this one. There. This one. Where'd that one go? No, that's not the one. Is it blue and green? Aha. No, because it puts all green right there again. I don't have many choices. I'm gonna go crazy. That corner can just have. No, it cannot. I'm gonna have to find a different layout. I'll have green right there in that corner, except for this one. But then that puts green right here. Oh,
Is there a link to what this skirt turned out like?
there's not a link unless one of my moderators wants to put it in there.
Okay.
It's a short video.
So it's a short. So
Yeah,
there's a
it's
video.
under the shorts. It's a video.
Okay. So there's a short video. There we go.
No, doesn't work. They all have. There. This is such a hard choice. This is why I don't do design. I just start sewing things together and just whatever happens, happens. You know? It's a very hard decision to make here. All right. No, that's not going to work because there's a touch in color. That one gives it one of those on that corner.
If she added black sashing, wouldn't it be easier?
I could introduce the black because I do have leftover pieces. Probably would be easier, huh? Because I have these leftover pieces in the tub, in the box, that I can use to create a border. Hold on, let me put this one.
Because I liked it originally. The more you keep moving it around, I liked it from the get-go.
Oh, no. So the original layout with the just opposite of each other rows.
I think you're gonna.
Every.
I had it before you went crazy in that corner, not the original layout. The more you keep going here, the more it's.
I guess we can introduce black.
The green there was the only one. Now you got a green there, you got a blue here, you got a blue there.
I had this, I had that.
Yeah.
I have the blue.
Now you got a lot of them that copy.
And now I have too many of these things touching, you know, the same colors. What about that one? Nope. What about this direction? Nope. Nope. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I like the general idea of this layout, though. This one would totally work. Totally opposite. Me and my decisions. What do we got going on if I do this? Oh, look. Only the green touches now. Right there. All right, we can introduce black as sashing. Let's see. How big would I do a sashing? Let me just cut a strip of black real quick. 1.5 inches. Yeah, let's do 1.5. Yeah. 1.5 inches and see what happens.
I agree with Debbie. I like it. Just leave it as it is.
I'm gonna put black. So we're gonna see right now. I'm just gonna cut some black sashing strips real quick at 1.5 inches. Just one, and I'm gonna subcut it into 9.5-inch strips. And we'll see what it looks like real quick on a couple of them. Let me just cut some 9.5. If anything, it just goes in my scrap bin. For 9.5 inches. And 9.5 inches. Okay, let's insert these as if it was sashing just right here real quick. Imagine, just imagine.
Imagine all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, just imagine. Put your thinking caps on.
Well, you're going to put black around all of them?
Yeah. Introducing black, what would that look like?
On just two sides of each square around the
Within, only within, between everything, within. Kind of like it with black.
So far, the only comment is no sashing, just border. Okay. One likes sashing, one doesn't.
I don't know what I would do for a cornerstone. I don't have any of these. I'd have to introduce another boutique.
You gotta really know. 2 no's and 1 no. That's it. I don't know. One lady said sash big squares. So
Create the big squares and then
square and then go around.
Then go around. So make 9 big squares to separate it. That would keep the colors from touching. I like that idea too. Okay. So, hold on. Let's pretend again. I'm just going to put it around. We're going to pretend that this is one big, huge piece.
Now you're getting a lot of people saying doing the 9 big ones.
We don't have enough to go all the way around because I didn't cut another strip, but we're going to pretend right here if it was all the way around those sections. We're just pretending. I don't have any more black. A lot of the blocks are the same. I only had 4 colors to work with. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll sash around the bigger sections.
guess I got outvoted.
Scotty said he's outvoted. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because that's the only way to separate the colors.
I thought it looked amazing without it. You guys are adding too much into it. You're changing it.
I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, well.
What colors?
I agree
Solids
with
do
the
you have?
original when they all said no. Now
I
they're saying
have
yes.
solid
I agree with their
wise.
original.
I have black. I have pink. I have red. I even have blue. I'm gonna go look at the fabric room while you guys stare at that, because it's in the room next door. But you could still hear me. Let's see. I have white. White would look good too. I have gray, red, gray, 2 tones of gray, some purple. Purple wouldn't look good. Another tone of purple. I think white would look good. Let's cut a strip of white. White might look even better.
You have brown?
I do not have brown.
Okay, brown's the most, they're saying. One did say white, one did say navy.
There's white. I'm not even going to cut it. I'm just going to hold it right here for a second. So if the white went all the way around, you know. Just remove that black right there. I don't know. I like the white with it because there's a lot of lightness in these tones. But I also have, hold on. Hold on. Just had an idea. Going over to the fabric room because I have so I have some white, or like tone batiks. So here's one. It's like a cream with a yellowish hue. Then I have this white with brown. I'll hold it like where you can see the quilt. Then I have this yellowish hue with green, yellow, and purplish brown, like a whatever batik. And then I have this yellowish brown. Hold on. We're going to see. No, that's definitely a no. I don't know. This one has the giant leaves on it, and there's flowers in the prints.
I can't even see it from here. Get a little close to the camera because I can't see it.
This one looks cool because of the flowers. I like that one. It's sashing. Obviously, they're big flowers, so they'll get cut out. Let's remove the blacks.
Wherever you had this stand before, I like it. Whatever.
I don't know. I like this one too because it kind of matches the tone that's behind the red. All right, guys, we're going to go on a camera trip. We're going to go right up to the board so that I can hold it directly up to the color.
The majority of them are saying no to all of that. They're just saying black.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like this idea.
Do what you want. I liked it the way it was. You went way off on a tangent here.
Just so that you guys can see
I like
the
it
colors.
just like that. Without all this.
There's that one.
It's still not showing up on the camera.
Really? It looks on the camera to me, I can tell.
Not on here. That white one, it just looks straight. Yeah, I couldn't see the design on it. This one I can see the design. The other one I couldn't.
I like this one with it. That would look cool all the way around each block.
The majority of them still saying black is best.
Let's go back close again. Just insert so you guys can see up close. It just had all the way around the whole entire block.
You're getting blues and grays also. People were saying blue and gray and navy blue and black and gray. I saw that one.
Black goes with every batik. That's why.
One says no, the black is making it look pink.
I think we'll go with black. We will go with black because black brings out everything. And sashing them would separate things, but just on the big 9 itself, like make the big 4 patches and go around the 9. That'll work. That will work. So I'm gonna leave you guys there for a second. I'll go throw these back in the fabric room. I like it with the black. I like black with all batiks. Plus I'm going to be making that border with those extra pieces.
I can move all that stuff.
All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to piece them into giant 4 patches and then sash the giant 4 patches. All right, the camera's going to go back to where it goes. Camera's moving. Camera's moving. And then we're going to come down to a regular view so I can sew. And that's what we're going to do.
What's the size of the block?
They're 9.5-inch singular blocks, but once they're together, it'll be 18-inch, 18.5 technically,
Well, if it's 9.5 and 9.5, it'd be 19, wouldn't it?
minus the 1/2-inch seam
Oh.
2
okay.
ways, so it'll be
Okay.
18.5.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. We're going to sew them in groups of 4. Let me just make sure no colors are touching in the centers right here, you know, and nothing is. So let's make some giant 4 patches and then hang them back up. And then call it a quilt. So I'm just going to sew with a 1/4-inch seam allowance like I do with everything, like we do in quilting. And find a foot pedal. Ooh. Yeah, this will be nice. This will be nice. Because then it allows me to play with that border, you know. And I am nesting these seams. I was already talking about it last time anyway, that sashing might make this better for laying it out. So now we're actually going for it. Just nesting up all my seams here. Making sure everything is lined up. All right. Finger press that back. And then finger press this really nicely. And place it back right here. There. Let's move all of those. And then sew these 2 together. What is what? I have no idea. Just put it back the way it was. Click it 2 times. So very, and then it was on medium. All right. Nesting my seams up. Slide the next 2 in. Finger press. This will be a fun quilt, no matter how it turns out. It might look dumb when I'm done, but you never know. And since I like creating and I like showing you guys it's okay to just do whatever, it makes it all that much more fun. Making things up as you go. That's how it goes. And having fun with it. All right. This right here for now. Or was it this way? Maybe it was this way. I have no idea. I have no idea which way it was. So these 2. And then I'll have 1 full block left for the back, which will be cool. I like this whole design wall idea because all I have to do is roll behind me and grab it instead of picking it all up from the floor. I just realized I could tell which way I sewed it because it was a top, bottom, side, side. That is the way I sewed it. All right, while I'm right here, we'll grab this set. And these 2. It's this way. There, hold it.
How wide is the sashing going to be around the 4-patch?
It's going to be 1.5 inch. Yep, 18.5 inches and 18.5 inches. Yep. Okay, so it worked out. 18.5. This one is here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with 1.5 inch. Just the same as I cut on the other little pieces. Any questions or anything?
No, at the moment.
There's just a watching of me, the creator.
All the questions and comments when you were doing that after that all stopped and then it kind of slowed down.
What?
You're saying the wedding was beautiful?
Yes, it was a beautiful wedding. Very beautiful wedding. I enjoyed it very much. Got to see lots of family. My brother came into town with his girlfriend even. I haven't seen him in years.
They spoke.
And that was fun. My mom and stepdad were here. My daughter and her girlfriend were here. And yeah. Obviously, I need to press all this. I'm not going to not press it. For now, it's just getting finger pressed. The whole quilt will get pressed. That knocked itself out there. Whatever.
Tell him Thumper was here.
Thumper was here. Yes, he was the life of the party. Let me tell you, my aunt was here. He usually loves everybody. When my aunt comes, he likes to stalk her and hang out with her. But he's being more social. So everybody that came, it was weird. He didn't go hide like he usually does. There was a lot of people in the house, and he didn't hide. He stayed out and about for everybody to see and pet and get love. Which was kind of weird for Thumper, but ever since his teeth were pulled, he's been a weird, different cat. So he's starting to live up to having company around.
Was the bride's gown stunning after you worked on it so much?
Yep, it was stunning. She looked absolutely amazing in it, and Damon was so surprised. Very surprised. Huh? Oh, the camera's moving. The camera's moving. Scott got up for 1 second to turn the fan down or up to a different speed, and that's what Thumper goes and does.
Okay,
He is a chair thief. I think he just likes, we're kind of figuring that he just likes the warmth after we've been sitting in the chairs, obviously. Or he just doesn't want us to sit back down because he wants to make us older people as uncomfortable as possible.
He's get to be as old as us now.
Yeah. All right. So you sit on the floor.
Yeah, well, where else do you want me to sit?
Move him.
I'm not moving the floor.
So instead,
boy.
Scott's just sitting on the floor, guys, because Thumper stole the chair.
It's Daddy's boy. Daddy don't mess with the boy.
If it were me, I'd move the cat. Like, get down. Oops. I should have not broke that, but I was talking.
Did you post wedding pictures anyway?
Yes, the wedding pictures are posted here on YouTube under the community tab for you guys to see. I haven't got around to doing the Facebook group yet, but I will. Again, I'm only allowed to share pictures of my immediate family that have been on my YouTube and don't mind being around a ton of, the picture shared all over the internet is the word I'm trying to say. So. That one's that way, this one goes this way. But yes, if you go over to my community tab, so if you came to my video on my main page and you just drop down this video, it'll go back to my main page, hit community, and then you can see, and if you tap on the photos, it'll expand the photo to the full photo instead of being kind of shrunk down. I figured that would be the easiest way for all of you who don't use Facebook to see photos. Eventually, because I took all the pictures with my Canon camera, not with myself. I didn't do any cell phone stuff. And I took video footage with my Canon camera, so that way I can make my kids a video of their wedding, of all the photos and video footage. Because like I said, it was a really beautiful wedding. Alright. I'm just going to hang this up over this. It's just going to like sit there, but I don't feel like trying to go under with such a big block. No, it's fine. Don't want to fall when I go to sit though. Nope, I got it. I know you're trying to help. I'm just finger pressing everything. And sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden randomly. That right there. All right, so this will be the last block that I create, and then we'll cut some sashing strips that are 18.5 inches, and then attach them to the everything. To the everything. In between the blocks, because I'm just going to do a long strip for the in between the rows. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 18.5-inch pieces, and then I will need, so that's 3 1.5-inch strips cut down to 18.5, and then I will need 1, 2, 3, 4 1.5-inch strips to put the rows together. Seems like a small number for the sashing for such a big piece, but because I'm going to build a pieced border with those extra pieces, I want that last border to be the bigger one. If that makes any sense. That way I'm using up everything from all this fabric. Four, 5, 6, 7. I need to cut 7 total strips. There we go. All right, so we're going to cut 7 1.5-inch strips of black. I could do 2-inch though. What do you guys think? 1.5 or 2? What do you think, Scotty? 1.5 or 2? Strips. Inch. Black. You don't like the black, so never mind. We're just going to cut 1.5.
That's the fan. They haven't answered yet.
What do you guys think? 1.5 inch or 2-inch? Because technically the outer thing is going to be these 3.5-inch pieces with 2-inch seems a better deal, honestly. Let's do 2. I'm going to do 2. That way, the bigger the strip, the bigger the quilt. So I need 7.
The 2 is definitely 1.
2. And yes, I'm not using a long ruler to cut these. I'm just using my short ruler. I'm just adjusting as I cut. I'm kind of lazy that way. I should bring out a big one though, because it's going to start to bow if I keep using that.
You have a big slide roller, right? Oh, you got that one.
I don't have to realign. So there's 4. I need 7. 5. 6, and 1 more. And then we'll subcut 3 of them into 18.5-inch pieces. And then the other 2 or 4 pieces get sewn together. So 4 of these are going to get sewn together end to end. I'll just get rid of the selvage. Come on. The fabric decided it wants to wiggle and squirm on me. So we're just going to sew these right sides together. Do the same with the next 2. Cut the selvage off. together. Although on a solid, it's right side, wrong side. It don't matter. And then these strips will be turned into 18.5-inch pieces. So we need 6 of them. I'm just going to stack them as nice as I possibly can. I'm not even pressing anything. I'm just going to go with the flow because that's what I do. Turn this around. Cut this selvage off all at the same time. We're going to come over 18.5 inches. 28 and a half. Right there. So here's our sashing strips. Like this. One there. One there. And here. Like that. And then these long ones will get cut to size when I know the true length. So let's attach these first. Again, I'm not pressing anything, I'm just working. I'll press the whole quilt top when it's complete. I'm really lazy about that. I've never had really a big problem with anything not lining up or matching. It's usually exact or at least close to. I use my finger pressing tool to just press it towards the black. Hook this one to this one, and then we'll hook the 3 of them together. This one hung over a tiny, tiny bit. I never said I was perfect. Finger press towards the black, and then we're going to attach this one to this one right here. Perfect. And then we'll attach that 3rd one to that. And I am back stitching because these are longer seams, so I tend to back stitch when it's a really long seam. Because I do care about it staying together. My hip is not doing so great. And I didn't go to therapy on Wednesday because I feel like cockapoo-poo. Too much going on. I already feel bad. And so therefore I just stayed away from physical therapy. I did do at-home workouts, not much though, because I really am very irritated in the legs. So if anybody out there that has multiple sclerosis knows, it's sometimes a big ordeal and you just need a rest. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this last one down. I know which way it goes, so I'm just going to attach it. And then from here, I'll know how long my sashing between needs to be.
Is the cold bothering your hip?
Yes, the cold bothers me. The cold bothers all my joints. I don't do well in cold. Anything under 70 and it's killer. And it's been in the 50s in the mornings. It was in the 40s one morning. That was what, Thursday morning? The day of the wedding. It was freezing out there. Freezing for me. I know a lot of you are like, oh, that's not cold at all. Well, for Arizona, that is. All right, finger press this.
Yeah. The day before the wedding and the day of the wedding.
Yep.
The coldest days we've had so far this year.
Yep, the day before and the day of the wedding was the coldest days
winter.
this year.
I don't know about
This
last
winter.
We'll say this winter.
Go. Now I'm going to get a size real quick by folding it in half because my board is only so big. Fold it exactly in half. And then line up my seam on the 0 and the bottom on here. Okay, I can't do this math in my head. Hold on, I'm just going to do it on paper. If I get the pin. Six. Carry the 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, it's 57 inches I need. I can't do math in my head. Most of you know this. Some I can, but some I cannot. All right. What did I say, 57? Yes. All right, so I'm going to put this back up for now while I attach the other ones. All right, we're going to put this one on here. I'm just going to stand and sew right this very second because I'm already standing. Just that, that seam goes up. I'm almost out a bobbin. That bobbin is going to be out very shortly. Here. And is it out? Almost out. Almost out. No, I have water. And I'm out. Guts to change the bobbin. I don't know if you guys know this, but after a long time of owning the Juki, the TL2010Q, I'm pretty sure it is the same with any machine. You can start hearing when the bobbin barely has any thread in it. It just makes a totally different sound, and it does it on my long arm too. So if you've had a machine for a really long time, you probably know all the sounds that it makes.
Are you only putting black on the inside?
They're gonna go in between, and then I'm gonna do one all the way around.
Oh, okay.
And then
So you're just
no, not yet.
I thought you were done with that block.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I just have to. Sew these together first. The quilters in the audience know what I'm doing. All right, this one gets sewn to this one now.
Well, I never know what to do. That's why I asked.
This is where people usually pin, but I don't pin. It's these in-betweens, hooking everything together with these long blocks. All right, I'm gonna grab this last one. It goes on here like this. All right, press it towards the black. I'm just like opening the seam and pushing it towards the black. For now. I'm going to measure this whole one too so that we can make sure that it's at 57. I'm just going to fold it in half. I'm going to match my two ends. Things matched up. Line it up right here. And it again is 57 and a half. All right, now to sew these ones. I could sit for this because it's low and I don't need to stand. This one did it again. It's kind of larger. Never said anything was perfect.
What's the tool you're using to finger press your seam?
The tool to finger press my seam is a wooden seam press. It's a finger press is technically what it is. So instead of using your finger, you would use this wooden tool. It's got a flat edge right here. It is made by a wood spinning whatever artist. If you want to find something like this, they come in matching sets with a seam ripper and stiletto combination. Over on tquilts.com. That's TEAQUILTS.com. So, Scotty put a link for T Quilts. And yeah, she sells these. They have all sorts of different colors. I just so happen to have the purple one, which I have no idea what the actual color name is called. But I've been using this for years. I got these years ago from her, and I absolutely love them, especially the seam ripper. I tend to use my fingernail more than the actual finger press. Bad habits, I guess. Okay, I'm not sewing because my thread came out of the thingy. I knocked it out. In the hole. You could also use a seam roller and other stuff that they sell, but I like this better because it's like having a 11th finger, right? Huh?
Did you put the middle row back upside down?
No, I put it back right side. It really didn't matter whatever way it is because there's black sashing now, so no two colors touch. So it didn't matter if I had any matchy-matchiness. at least on the outer sides. All right, so this one is going to get attached to this one now.
Where's your family from?
My family is mostly in California, and so a lot of the family that came to visit all came from California, and that's it. They're really kind of just scattered now over the years, but most of them came in from California. I think Alexa is the only one that came in from the farthest. She's not from Tennessee, but she lives in Tennessee. All right, last one. And then we hook the rest of them all together. With the other pieces, but we're going to make sure that this is 57 inches before we. So that way I'm 100% for sure that all the pieces get cut, because, yeah, the same. All right, gonna finger press it. Okay, I'm gonna measure it now. Line, yep. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to take these long pieces, and from this fold right here, where I have a seam, I'm just going to measure from that seam and I'm going to come up to the 28.5 mark. Line it up, and I'm going to do that on both because they all came out exactly the same. So I have literally the seam on the 0, because when you open it, it's going to be different. So this should be, let me finger press that seam real quick. Exactly right size. It looks bigger because everything is really up here very sloppily like, but it is 57 inches. So I'm going to repeat that. I need it up on a line. Here. There. And 28.5. And this one should fit up here. Let's finger press this first real quick. From the way I had it. Let's look. I don't remember turning it though when I was doing all this, but I don't think it really matters, honestly. I think there was less green the other way. Yeah.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It's the same either way because of the black. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it to this one first. Because, well, I already have it in my hand. No. Nope, I got it. I'm going to back stitch at the top. and just stitch on down. And again, I haven't pressed anything. It is all with just my finger press. And you can feel if something is flat because these are batiks and they tend to lay super flat all on their own anyway. So, I mean, as soon as you finger press them, they're usually flat. Not stretching, pulling, or tugging anything. A lot of people have asked me in the past how I managed to have such flat borders when I just attach them and I actually don't measure them to size. Well, I just do, but it's just because I don't pull or tug anything. And I'm technically cutting it exactly to size when I get close enough, you know. So, but this is the same concept, except I actually did pre-cut it to the right size. Sashing wise. I did pretty good, I think. And if it's too long, it's too long. It's not my fault. I am trying to make sure that these sashing strips in between the blocks are pressed in still when I sew right over them. Huh? Community tab is only on the YouTube main page, on my channel. You have to be on my YouTube channel. Huh? Oh, yeah. No, it's on the main channel. I post updates there, links to other people's channels when I'm on someone else's live stream. So it went over a tiny, tiny little bit. And watch, it's going to match up with the next one. That's where I put any information. Or things that I've talked about here and I, need to post a picture or something, it'll go right there. So some of you probably found my YouTube channel just by an upcoming video or something. So you've never actually been to my real page. You probably just subscribed to right under the video. Well, my little picture is directly under this video. If you click on my little picture, it actually takes you to a page that has all sorts of things, all sorts of little tabs that you can click on, videos, live streams, and you can find all sorts of older videos. You can find playlists, all sorts of stuff. So if you're new to YouTube and you don't really know how it works, just know that directly, even on a cell phone or a computer, directly under what you see as a video, there's going to be a little circle, and that's a picture of me, and it says Tiffany's Quilting Life. You click on that, and it goes to it. And then if you see the little more button, every time I talk about the description box, right next to that whole thing, there'll be a little written whatever, and it'll say more. Click on that, and you'll get a whole thing of all sorts of information, links to patterns if I'm doing someone else's pattern, all sorts of stuff. That's where all that kind of stuff can be found. All right, I'm going to go ahead.
I'm in the market for an industrial or semi-industrial sewing machine for bag making. What would you recommend?
Depends on what kind of bags you plan on making would be how you make that decision. I was making all my bags originally on my Juki TL 2010Q. No problems except for multiple layers of vinyl. But I do have a Juki DU 1181N. That's what my industrial is. And that is a walking sewing foot machine. Walking foot sewing machine. It's an industrial in a table. Takes up space. Got to have room for it. But Scott put a link in. There's all sorts of other machines, but when it comes to sewing vinyl, leather, cork, canvas, you name it, those kind of fabrics, it's best to have a walking foot machine, a straight stitch machine. As far as it comes with the industrial, the ones that are straight stitch that are not walking foot, you're going to have struggles with bag making on those. For at least the thicker fabrics. So it kind of just depends on what you plan on doing with it. There is a link that Scott just shared. It comes up. If you click on it, it'll take you to whatever it is we're linking you to, and it'll have any and all information there. I have a feeling that I did my math wrong or something, because it's just slightly longer like the last one. Did I just do wrong with my math? I'm off by like, I don't know, a quarter of an inch. So I'm assuming my math is probably wrong. Whatever. I'm still sewing it. I don't care. This is not a show quilt or anything. It doesn't need to be fancy. I'm having fun with you guys. That's all that matters. Okay. So I hooked this was the bottom. This was the top. So now we're going to hook this one to this one. I'm going to do my best to lay these on top of each other. They seem to not want to be nice to me right this second, which is kind of strange, but and no, I'm not really paying attention to the lineup of my sashing, and maybe I should be. Just thought about that right now. Oops. Okay, that'll be perfect right there. Just nesting up right here, holding it. Oh, look at that. That was great. I probably should have been paying attention to that, but that's okay. I'm good. All right. And I'll do the other one when I come close to it, because, you know, I don't do anything the proper way. A little bit more. So it's on the table. Then I could feel that seam on top of that seam. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. So they should be right on top of each other, the sashing, that is. Just the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, I must have cut that too big accidentally. Or did my math wrong? Because now this one is exactly the right size to this. So I probably just did my math wrong for the black sashing. Which happens because, again, I'm not perfect. All right, so now I'm going to press this towards the black. The only color in this room that cannot stay clean. That's the only thing I hate. I love using black with all sorts of batiks. I definitely is my go-to color. But I could also say that I hate it because it 100% gets covered in all the excess threads, all the dust in my room. You name it, it gets so dirty so fast. So I'm just finger pressing this towards the black with my tool, my finger tool.
You're almost done.
Yeah. And look at that. They ended up pretty much right on top of each other here with the sashing. So that's good.
What don't you like about your industrial? Yeah.
What don't I like? I don't like the fact that it's piled with junk on it and I haven't been able to use it.
That is true.
It is now
junk pile.
it's that catch-all thing now. The machine has a cover over it, like a whatever cover, but the whole machine table and everything has become a catch-all. So I haven't been able to make any bags because that means I have to put all that stuff away. And I'm a little too lazy to put all that stuff away. Camera's going to move so he could show you. It is the catch-all. Underneath that little octagon quilt is a machine cover. But yeah, the machine is buried under all that stuff. And it was bigger earlier. I moved the mound that was there. It was a way bigger mound, but now it's not as big. All right, we're going to lay this up here. I'm just going to hook it on real quick just so that it stays. And then we'll bring this upside down onto it. Very carefully like. Stay. Stay. Oh yeah, perfect size. It's the perfect size. Yeah, I was just off when I cut my piece then by 1/4 of an inch. So weird. It happens though. It really does. I'll messed up again the sashing from the top and bottom when I get to it, when I come close to it. All right, it's on the table right here, so I'm just going to look underneath. I'm actually just nesting the seam, and I can feel it touching, so I know that that's exactly where it needs to lay. Now that I'm at it, I don't need to worry about it, because the other side should match perfectly to the other side. If you were to feel with your fingers and nest that seam, it matches right up. See why I don't use pins? Because it's all about using your fingers and working smarter and not with the extra stuff harder. I'm just kidding. You guys can use pins or clips, however you do it. I'm just overall a lazy quilter and I don't feel like doing all that extra stuff. And since I'm not pulling or tugging anything, it's kind of laying where I need it to lay. So again, I'm at the junction. I can literally feel it right here. It's perfectly on that black, like amazing.
Don't sell yourself short. You do good work.
I try to do good work. Huh? Oh, yes, soon. This month, probably next Sunday, there'll be a quilt show de-stash all in one. So if you're new to my channel and don't know what that is, I have previous ones. You can go check them out. But if not and you've never been here, it'll just be where I show all my quilts that I have for sale and you guys get them for better deals than they are listed on Etsy. And or there'll be some first time shown finished for sale quilts listed on there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finger press this one now towards the black, and then I'm going to hang the whole thing up, and you'll be like, oh, wow, Tiffany, you did a great job. Or you can say, oh, wow, Tiffany, that looks like caca, or whatever you want to say. I'm okay with it. Just refrain from using bad words. That's what I do when I'm mad at what I'm doing. All right, I'm just finger pressing it to the black. It's kind of bulky for me to do this, but I'm trying to be really nice. And again, I'm not going to the iron because I don't feel like it, and I'm not ready to do those other borders because I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it yet. So I'll probably just make those off camera because I was bad at with my math on camera today. So maybe I could just do them off camera. And then be like, oh, guys, look at this. Like a month later when I finally get the, energy up to finish it. But it'll get pressed sooner or later, eventually. any of you are like me, you just get lazy about it and don't want to do any extra stuff because you're having fun, and why get up and do anything else? Just sit down and sew. You know it works. Just do it. All right. Quilt top temporarily is complete. It just needs black all the way around it. I'm just going to hang it right here because there's enough room right here. Just like this to say, hey, look at me. Oh, it's falling because of this right here. That might not do good when I hang up my real design wall. And then now it needs to be pressed, obviously. This one did not line up, or it did, and it just needs to be pressed. Was I not paying attention? There we go. I think it looks fabulous. I like the black. I'm going to go all the way around it with black, and then do the border with all the extra pieces, which will be pieced, a pieced border with all these leftover pieces right here. So I'm going to probably put them together. We're just going to throw a little example right here. I'm just going to make half square triangles probably with these pieces, and then put in a piece like this, and then put in a half square triangle like this, and then put in a solid piece afterwards, you know, just however. So it'll be something like that. Here, let's hang it up so you can see. So it'll have black first. Let me just hang one of these up so you can see. It'll have black first. I'm going to try to pretend that this is a nice, big, long, black first border. And then the second border will be something to the tune like this. And then one of these. Half square triangle. And it'll only be a certain amount on each side because I don't have enough pieces. So it'll probably just be, you know, whatever. I'll have to count exactly out 4 sides worth. And then probably this, once it doesn't have, you know, because it'll be empty, I'll probably finish it off with, just make that look like it's a solid black piece on the top and bottom, and then it'll blend in, and then I'll bind onto this with black binding. So that'd be like a final border. Something like this. I'll probably quilt flowers on it or waves, or I don't know. I never think. That's one thing I don't do in advance. Unless I have a specific thing that I'm building the quilt for, kind of like my last week's vlog with my thread painting, I never think about the quilting. I think about finishing the quilt top, getting that done and out of the way. Then I lay things out on the floor, or I'll hang it on my long arm, you know, throw it over the long arm, and then I'll think about quilting stuff on it. But at this time, my goal in my mind is the top has to be finished before you even think about the next step, because this could be finished, the top, and hanging in that closet for a year. And in that year's time, do you think I'm going to remember that I wanted to do flowers all over this whole thing? I mean, we're getting old. We forget things. It's just going to happen. So unless you're writing it down and putting a whole list of ideas with it and then folding it and putting away, I mean, really, honestly, in a year, you might not even like the idea that you wanted to do now. So since these things just get finished, my goal is to just finish the top, and it's going to go in the closet till I'm ready to quilt it. And then, and only then, will I do something on it. So I like this idea, though, for sides. Like I said, there's not enough pieces, but I think it'll be fun just finishing it off like that. And I'll try to center it between wherever it lands, obviously. I think it'll look cool.
What about the whole block?
Those I'm going to put together and put them on the back.
Okay.
I know that in advance. I can use those to go on the back of the quilt. I like it. I think the black definitely outlined it. The pieces are nice and fun and scattered. It's only 4 colors. Now that I added a black, technically the absence of color or all the colors combined, however you want to think of black as a color. Technically, it's only 5 color quilts in total. So that's actually pretty awesome. And it was a challenge thing that Cotton Cuts does. So challenge accepted and challenge mostly completed. I think it looks cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, he wants to.
Rochelle, it's 47 and
Rochelle,
a half.
it's 47 and a half. It's a pretty big table.
By 23, I think.
By 23, he thinks, because we
Stuff
can't
filled
tell.
with stuff, so
There's so much
23 's
stuff
a
on it.
guess.
But yeah, it's a pretty large table that the industrials come on, and you can make it whatever height you want. So that's not the same with every machine. All righty.
Oh yeah, the height, that's go up and down, huh?
Yeah, you can adjust the height on it. So technically, you can have a taller area or lower. All right, well, I am technically done for now. Again, I'm probably just going to do the borders off camera because that's a lot of math and measuring and whatever. You'll see the finished quilt. I always show at least the quilt top if it's not quilted by then, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Just that. The top is mostly done, and I like it. It turned out great. If there isn't any questions, we're going to start getting off of here. Oh, he's remeasuring. Yep,
47 and a half is correct. It's the
47
23.
and a half. It's the 23 that we're not sure about because there's so much junk on the desk. You can't really measure the end, but it's somewhere around that. Any questions?
Yeah.
My tools away, I guess, while we're sitting here.
You have a fabulous design eye. I agree.
Fabulous design eye. I just make things up and have fun. That's my thing. It's just having fun. There are no specific rules to anything. I mean, in all, just like the Quilting Marine says, it's only fabric and it's only thread. I mean, seriously, that's all it is. Obviously, a lot of us can't afford a lot of fabric, but with what we can afford, we make do, right? So we just have, in my case, people donate me stuff. So then I have even more fun with just random things that I totally even wouldn't have bought. And I have fun with it. I mean,
Here's
so.
a question. Do you guys have snow? We've had snow once.
It
in
snowed
20-some years.
7 years ago, and that was the first time it snowed in 20 years, 7 years ago. So no, we don't get snow. But it does snow. I can't say that it doesn't completely, because if you go on the mountains all the way around us, all the mountaintops get covered in snow every year. But on us itself, no snow. No kids are out playing making snowmen unless you go out to the mountains, which are around us. I can only imagine if our lake froze. Oof. Hey, maybe, winter visitors wouldn't even come here anymore after that either, because we'd be froze too.
What are you doing next week?
Next week, we're most likely going to do a de-stash. Because...
Not 100% sure.
Not 100% sure, but maybe. We're thinking about it because I have a lot of quilts piling up and I'm running out of room. Again.
Well,
It happens every year.
We want to do it before Christmas.
Yep, it's usually what we do before Christmas, so we're trying to be ahead of the game. So...
Plus, I don't like to go to the post office in December. It gets pretty packed here with all the snowbirds.
Yeah, post office in December is not fun here because we are a winter visitor town.
And they have lots of family. They send packages and stuff too, and all that. And yeah, the line in the post office is way out the door. I'm talking way out the door.
Yeah. So, and we don't directly print like some people that you print your own packaging stuff. Scott actually physically we package everything up here, and he puts it in his car and he takes it all to the post office, and one box at a time he takes care of it all. So that's how we do things around here, old-fashioned way. so that the post office has a reason for those people to be inside working.
Can you make lined laundry bags?
Lined laundry bags. Not sure what you're talking about because I haven't used a laundry bag since I was like 15, 16 years old, running to the laundromat to wash, and I'd fill big, huge sacks. They were like a big sack. Like flour would be in, but double the size or quadruple the size, and you fill it with laundry, pull it tight, and
So
go.
like a sea bag?
Like a sea bag, yeah, pretty much.
Duffel bag?
A duffel bag almost, but without a handle. It didn't have a carrying handle. I haven't used those since then. I think after Alexa was about, I don't know, 6 months old, I didn't have to go to the laundromat no more. My mother-in-law had a washer and dryer that I could use. Anything else? All right, guys. Well, it's 7 o'clock pretty much, so we're going to head off of here because I try not to go more than 2 hours. Thank you all for hanging out while I crazily do this right here. This really cool quilt.
Oh, someone noticed your nails. Show me your nails.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll come up to the camera so you guys can see. I had them done finally for the wedding. So I have pretty purple nails. Yep. It took a long time of growing them out and stopping them from breaking just so that I can go down and trim them all back down just to have the acrylic and gel put on. I get a really thin layer. If you guys didn't know, I keep acrylic over a thin layer of acrylic over my real nail, and then they gel polish it. And this will last me 1.5 months or longer. It's crazy how long my nails last, all nice and pretty. With all the quilting, yeah, as long as I keep myself from sewing through my finger using rulers on the long arm, I'm usually pretty good. And they last and they stay nice. I like the gel. All right, guys. So thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be Sunday. And tomorrow there'll be a video. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just have to wait and watch. It's just not a vlog. It's something totally different.
It's new.
It's new and different and fun. Okay, bye. 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 Bye now.